We're showing our full range of brassware sanitary ware, kitchen and bathroom. Perrin and Rowe has been established for a long while, but most people don't actually realise that we do the full bathroom sanitary ware as well as the brassware. So at the show we try to show everything, complement everything anyway, show a bit of everything. We've got fireclay sinks. We have a great relationship with Shaw's, and we're working with them, and they've put Perrin Rowe branding on some fireclay sinks for us. So we've launched a range of fireclay sinks and a couple of extras in the bathroom brassware and a few sanitary ware items. So there's a few bits to just show that we're moving forward all the time. There is a stainless steel sink range on the stand, but it's really just to say to customers, look, we've never been in stainless before. Clearly we don't make them. And what do you think about the possibility of a Perrin Rowe's very limited stainless range? Is it something you'd like to see the brand in the sink as well as on the tap? Do you think it works well? And that seems to have been a resounding yes, so it's been very successful.
Okay. Who is it that manufactures those sinks?
Those particular sinks are actually made by a company in Holland called ABK, but in reality we haven't chosen a manufacturer yet. It was really just the concept at this stage. Definitely, I think it's an area that we should progress to. There's always going to be a customer that wants the brand to match, and certainly that seems to be the case from the results we're getting on the stand. It's very, very positive. Something we'll look at towards the latter end of the year. Well, we were at KBB London. That was the first exhibition for Perrin and Rowe for about 5 years, and we really just wanted to get the message across to the front end, the retailers. And we're trying to establish the fact that we're a British manufacturer, make sure the message gets through of really what the business is all about, and show the products to the retailers in depth. So it's very difficult for them to see the product in its entirety very often. And KBB is the best show for us. It really gets to the front end of the business. So yeah, it's also about being here. I think after we did a management buyout just over a year ago, and we just want to say we're still here, bigger, stronger, better than ever. Tried hard to do a lot of work in-house. The history of the brand and the company has been slow delivery, so we've really tried to revamp completely the way we operate, and we've changed our manufacturing process to make to stock instead of make to order, and we're delivering the mainstay kitchen products within 48 hours, probably 98% complete to distributors. So that's moving very, very quickly. We now look to the bathroom side and are starting to build to stock for bathroom as well. So we realise we have to change our business and work with distribution, and a lot of it's been about customer service and making sure you can get the product and get it quickly, and you can deliver it through to the customer, the consumer. Yes, we took over and grew about 1.4 million in the year, but a lot of it about stabilising the business, consolidating. We're in a very good position to grow again through 2012. We've got about 1.5 million of new business coming towards us over that period annualised, and everything's going very well. Really settled down. We've taken a lot of cost out of the business, and we're just really making sure we consolidate and we set a platform when the market does come back, and we're probably doing it at the best time, in the tough time. When it does come back, we're strong and ready to deliver and grow with it. Well, I'm actually really surprised at the show. I'm really pleased at the show that as people have been walking around, very optimistic, I think, and it's been a much more upbeat show than I expected. A lot of people are talking about better footfall through showrooms, so already we're actually seeing that there is a small increase, albeit very small, in both bathroom and kitchen. But we export 60% of our business, so our business is very balanced by that. We're very strong in America. We're 9% growth in America. Very strong in Australia, Canada, Russia. So we're softened really a little bit of the damage. The UK is the hardest market, and we're strong in the kitchen and weaker in the bathroom. We've done some fantastic deals, strategic deals, in the last couple of weeks that have strengthened our position there. So we're doing very well. One was announced at the show actually, BC Sanitan. We have a great relationship. They're another UK company manufacturer. We feel a lot of empathy with them. It is a good product, but their brassware offering wasn't really up to the standard they wanted. And we had a lot of discussions about the potential of making BC Sanitan brassware, but the end result was they chose us to put Perrin and Rowe on their product. So they're launching Perrin and Rowe brassware with BC Sanitat, which will put us in anywhere between 150 and 200 showrooms in the UK very quickly. So that's a great step forward for us in the bathroom side. And everybody's delighted about it. The customers seem happy, distribution are okay with it, and BC Sanitat are very happy, and of course we are. So it's gone very well. That's the main thing that's happened really. It's quite unusual. I mean, Perrin and Rowe itself is in a niche of a niche. It's generally traditional or classic contemporary in the luxury sector. So we're sort of protected in a way in that little niche, and we're very strong, as I say, with export. But I think it's more about the quality of the product. There isn't really that much in competition with us. I think the middle market is disappearing. The bottom market's is still there, quite strong, but everybody's struggling for the same business. But the high end is held up quite well. And as I say, if you look at our other markets, we've doubled our turnover in Australia, 9% growth in the US. Canada's probably about 6-7% growth. Russia is just booming at the moment. So if we can get our things right and balanced, and our business balanced, I still believe the UK will come back strong for us. But we're always going to be a niche player. We're not a mass producer. We're a nice little outfit, a nice little business. It doesn't have to grow much to be very successful. I think the first thing is stability and profits. The company's gone through some difficult times. It's made some big losses in the past. We've come from quite big losses to a break-even figure-ish last year, and our ambition for this year is just to make profit and stabilise the business, get some cash flow back in the business, and then really start to deliver some new ideas, new innovative products, and come back to the market with some new things for Perrin and Rowe. And it's all about stability at the moment in this market. I think that's the only thing we can say. Survival is the most important thing, and to get back to some cash flow behind the business. And we're really doing very well towards it. We've cut our costs very well. The business is very stable. Everyone's a lot happier within the business, and we've actually sorted our issues out in-house before we start going out and pushing again. We're not going to be all things to all people. We're just going to focus in our little area and do it very well.
So it's more a question of short-term security over long-term ambitions?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to see long-term. I think in the market we're in, you can look at 3 to 5 years, but really you're planning the next 12 to 18 months. And it's very, very difficult to do much more than that. I think from a strategic point of view, of course you can look, and as I say, we balance in our business. We relied too much on the US market. We're now trying to do a third in the US, a third in the UK, and a third in the rest of the world. And that's been our guide at the moment, what we're working towards, and we're moving very well towards that. But I think it's really just trying to stabilise everything and make sure we're just in a position of profits and steady growth. And I think quality is the area where everyone wants to be, and I think that's where the money is, to be honest. So I don't think we're going to suffer so badly as people maybe in the middle or the bottom end. I think we'll be okay. It's been fantastic. I think everyone's pleased that the brand is here, and I think it's been very steady, the show for us. We had a very busy Sunday, which was great, but the quality of people coming through in the last few days has been excellent. We've taken lots of orders on the stand, which I wasn't necessarily expecting, to be honest, and we've taken new distribution, as I say, so for us it's been a fantastic show, and it's really been nice to actually meet retailers feeling a little bit more upbeat, and I think that's the overwhelming thing we'll go away with, is it isn't actually as bad as we thought, and perhaps people are just taking a view that we are where we are and we've just got to deal with it, I think. And but they're saying that people have been looking at ordering for maybe 12 months, 18 months, are actually now coming through and placing those orders. So I think we will see the business slowly improve, but it will be very slow. And I'm sure some people are going to lose market share and others will gain, and hopefully we're one of the ones that gains. But I think Perrin and Rowe is established again as a brand, and people are very loyal to us. We are only here because of the loyalty of the retailers, and our strength is independent retail, and that's really where we want to stick and promote and push. And I think that's what we've seen in the show, people coming on the stand and supporting us, which has been great.